Hello everybody and welcome to episode 127, and today I'm going to be talking about the mechanics of meditation. Now, I consider meditation to be a part of that helps ADHD simply because of the fact that it's like exercise, it reduces stress but in a different way. So I either do exercise or I do meditation or mindfulness. So those are the sort of, I have 3 things a day that I have to do, and one of them is meditation. Simply because of the fact that if I don't manage to get my exercise done, then at least meditation that I can do, I can sit down, it takes 15 minutes with a couple of minutes of manifestation on the back end of it. And I do this quite easily, and I talked about this yesterday, which was Ziva meditation, and I like that because it's really simple and it isn't very woo-woo at all. Now, to give you an example of how I do that, it's really easy, and it's something that I've heard multiple times from people that have taught the course that I've done on meditation or mindfulness, and that is basically Cookie Monster meditation. Now, what's that? Well, it's quite simple really. It's the fact that you're breathing in, so you're breathing as if you're smelling cookies, and you're breathing out twice as long as if you're blowing out candles. And that's all it is for 15 minutes a day with a mantra. A mantra is nothing other than a sound or a word that you repeat or think about. While you have all the other thoughts that you have, there's no this clearing your mind crap. I don't believe in that, and thank God the Ziva method that I practice doesn't either, which I really like, because you are going to think. It's like trying to turn off being hungry. It's just not possible when you are hungry. So that's a ridiculous way of doing things. So don't try it. You will think thoughts, that's what they're there for. You're a human being, you are going to think, but that doesn't mean you can't meditate, and there's no such thing as a bad meditation. Just the fact that you're getting to the point where after after 5 minutes you're releasing serotonin, and that's been proven in some studies, and people like companies like SAP, LinkedIn and Google, they actually do this and offer this to people, and they're doing it more and more and more for a damn good reason. And it's not because they're being, in quotes, really nice about things, but because they realise it helps people have more self-regulation, more self-control. They actually think and can think better. That's why I recommend using meditation, mindfulness and manifestation. Manifestation is nothing other than you actually pulling up in your mind something that you wish to see in your life, something, and that should be visceral, and you should feel as though you're actually in the moment, and that's the completed piece that you do on the end of it. So you do 15 minutes of meditation, 2 minutes of manifestation, that's it, job done, twice a day. And you need to do this, would you believe it? Yes, before your coffee, before you do anything else. So it's, make sure you sit down so you don't go back to sleep again. That would be my recommendation. So if you are going to nod off a bit, you'll sort of wake yourself up. Once you've done that a few times, you'll get the hang of it. But the idea here is basically to get this done a few minutes before you actually get up and start doing your morning routine. So put your alarm clock back a few minutes, 15 to 17 minutes or 20 minutes in total. If you're worried about not getting going after that, then you can put an alarm at 22 minutes so that you actually hear it. But don't actually use an alarm to take you out of meditation. You should use your brain to do that. So you're just looking at 15 minutes, 2 minutes of manifestation, and then you come out of it on your own. And there's a simple app out there, it's called The Clocks, and it basically, all it does is on your smartphone device or something like it, you can see a clock with hands on it, and you basically can look at that as much as you wish during the actual meditation itself. So don't worry about the fact that you'll overrun, but the main thing is you don't knock yourself out of it by having an alarm at the end of it. That's not a good idea. It's the equivalent of basically as a diver getting the bends. You can give yourself headaches and feel quite nauseous, so please don't do that. So all it requires is you sit down something comfortably, close your eyes, and you use a mantra, which is basically just a sound. You can pick them. There's plenty of them out there. Just Google it if you need to. Go to Ziva if you wish to have a look at what the actual course for this. I don't get any money for that, by the way. It's just the fact that I find this a really useful way of doing meditation, and it also means you don't have to clear your mind, because I can't. I've got ADHD. It's just not possible. And it doesn't ask you to do that. So there you go. That's my piece of wisdom for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you do like this, please like the page, and I also upload these to YouTube, so please subscribe. And if you are looking for a functional life coach that can help you with ADHD, then please get in touch and find out what's how that can help you. And the simplest way of doing that is by just asking you one simple question: are you actually hitting a wall again and again and again? Something that's applicable to ADHD, that's really getting on your nerves, and you see it again and again and again in your life, then maybe it would be a good idea to have somebody on your side to get past that challenge. Okay? With that, I can only say, have a plan, make it fun, because otherwise you won't do it. Foster wisdom wherever you see it, and have a good morning, a good evening, or a good afternoon, or wherever you may be. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.